And good morning, everybody. So back over here at the Beely Good Farm to finish the pool today. We got it laid out yesterday, as you saw. Got the machine warming up, spun it around so the windshield's facing the sunshine to help melt all the ice off the windshield. I'm gonna come up here first thing and go ahead and pull this slope right here back and pile the dirt up over there and move this pile of mess out of the way. That way this is not such a straight down drop, because I got to go down another 11 feet 7 inches from right here. So that's going to put that at almost 18 feet in the ground right here. So I need to pull this slope back so it's not so dangerous to be down in there. All this looks pretty good. Got some groundwater coming in over there, so you can only imagine what this is going to turn into. So let's get started. I'm gonna come up here and move this dirt back, and then we will start digging the deep section right here. Working on pulling this slope back here a little bit now. What this will do is, all this is going to eventually have to get cut out to match that lower pool deck. But until that's built and we know exactly where it's going to be, we're not really going to cut too much out other than just pull this slope back so it's not a sheer vertical wall until it gets down to where we think the pool is going to be. That'll just make everything a lot more safer. And then I might have to come back once I dig that and pull it back some more. It really depends on how well that dirt holds still as I have it cut there. I mean, it's all virgin dirt that I'm cutting down there now, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be like cutting that deep. So just have to wait and see. Just kind of skimming this a little bit so too much doesn't go down into the area I'm cutting out. That way I can still kind of keep my edge nice and square and not lose the markings that we've already put out yesterday. Jeff run the skid steer some when he gets back, and take all this dirt and pile it up over there and get it out of the way. Because I calculated it yesterday, and that one hole right there is going to be 15 off-road dump truck loads worth of dirt. So there's a good amount that's got to come out here. It's going to add up pretty quickly. Give him plenty of scoops to do with the skid steer. He'll be all skid steered out after this. And the rest of it, I guess I'm just going to transfer over there and put in that pile. I already got plenty of dirt right there, so. Alright, let me get this cleaned up, and I will go ahead and go down there and start probably digging that wall right there. So I got this slope pulled back, made a couple passes, kind of get that edge nice and straight. I want to set the laser up. Well, it's set up. I got to get my grade. Got to go down 11 feet 7 inches from that grade right there, right here. So it's going to be quite the hole right here. I'm going to go ahead and probably scoot forward just a little bit more and dig that on down. Get this edge cut out. Then I'll probably come in here and cut that out right there, and just kind of work on this section right here, getting this dirt dug out, laid up here, and I guess the rest of it over there. Got Jeff on the skid steer. He's scooping up dirt, taking it over there to the stockpile and dumping it out. We just moved the laser down here, set me a benchmark down there, and that is grade for that. I got to go down 11.8 feet. So I'll probably get me a spot on grade and then move the laser down here. Currently my problem is if I set the laser up right here, it is still too short to read the stick over there. It's got to be sitting up about 6 inches higher than that grade right there to be able to read the receiver, since the pole is so tall. All right, let me start digging some of that and get that to grade. Pile all the dirt up, let him move it. Let's get started on the diving section. I feel like we're in economy mode. We were. I don't like digging in economy mode. So we'll see how far I can get in the ground before it gets wet. I gotta go down almost 12 feet right here. Cut down to grade, and then I can pull the rest of it out the other way. I really don't want to mix this with that topsoil, because this is some pretty clayey stuff. This might actually be a good material for a wall, because that's some really good compacting stuff. Might hold together pretty good after all. 12 feet's like almost to the top of the thumb there, I think. It might be a little bit farther. I like how powdery dry the dirt is. That's a good sign. We're still going to get groundwater in here though. There's no doubt. No doubt in my mind. But it might not be as bad as I was expecting. That stuff is dusty dry. I'm very surprised by that. Going to be so much dirt. almost need the 953 over here to cart it away. I'm gonna dig a couple more scoops and then get out there and check my grade. I think I can leave the walls pretty straight because this stuff is like a brick. What I need to do is check and make sure that my that wall over there is straight down. Alright, let me check grade and kind of see what I'm working with. I don't want to dig down too deep, but I'm pretty sure I got to dig down a couple more feet. It's always deceiving. It's a long ways down, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay up here.
What happened? Am I too deep? Might have to pull it up just a touch.
Yeah.
An inch. I think we can deal with that.
I think we make that work.
Alrighty.
Hold on, let me see if I can get this out of the hole.
Why do you need a pool so deep, Jeff? It's what.
I don't have an answer. I saw that one guy did it.
Oh, okay. For your 5-foot tall wife that can't swim? That's her pool. This is yours.
Just the kiddie pool.
She get the kiddie pool,
And we get
the diving pool.
yeah.
All right. That first trench is dug right there to grade. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that slope on back to the corner and then probably go over there and start on that one. You got a lot of dirt to move. Better get to it.
Yeah.
Log some more dirt out of here. Jeff is stockpiling it with the skid steer. We'll pile all this up right here and then transfer it over there to him. I've already cut that side and this side right here to grade, or to the right of me. So now all I have to do is just kind of cut this corner back and then lay it up there. It's a lot of dirt though. Gonna make for a big pile. So I thought about using my grading bucket, but once you get down about 2 more feet, the ground's so dang hard you can hardly dig it with a digging bucket. Jeff's learning how many scoops of dirt it takes to dig a pool like this with a skid steer. It adds up quickly, very quickly. we'll dig a few more scoops and then go ahead and transfer this pile of dirt back over there out of the way so I can come back over here and cut out some more. I'm gonna get this corner kind of dug out and then just kind of keep working my way back as I go. That way I'm not having to pile up dirt in an area that I've already, you know, cut out or cover any of my lines up. Definitely a method to the madness here. Okay, let's start another cut here. I'm gonna lose that rebar, but that's fine. Let's just market the stairs for the pool. Literally all I gotta do is line up those other lines to get that where that needs to be. So not the end of the world. So trying to get this cut down square and pile all the dirt up. Jeff's still moving it with the skid steer. Obviously, I am piling it up faster than he can move it, but every little bit he moves is a help. So we'll get this corner dug out and then go get lunch. Let him keep moving dirt. Speeding this process up some. Well, we are 100% committed now for digging this thing. Got groundwater coming in, which I kind of figured there would be. And so I'm gonna have to dig a dry well in the bottom of the pool there, put in a pipe, and he's gonna have to keep a sump pump going, keep groundwater out. But I'll explain that when I do it. I might just end up having to move about 40 or 50 foot of that silt fence back. Throwing the dirt over there. Yellow rock. This is some hard freaking dirt. Which, like I mentioned, that's why I'm not really too worried about these sloping these back. Well, plus it needs to be nice and square for the pool. This stuff's so dang hard, I can hardly dig it, so. Shouldn't go anywhere. Normally if your material isn't good or very sandy, you have to lay these slopes back, but this right here is doing pretty good. To the left of me yet because I'm using that dirt to keep the bucket straight to get a nice shear wall here. I mean, the dirt is just as dry as it can be, but there's a layer that doesn't allow the moisture through. That's where the water's leaking out of. A lot of rock. So, all right, well, I'm getting kind of deep, so I know it's kind of hard to see way down there. I'm I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out, go get some lunch. Then I'll come back and I'll set the time lapse up, and we'll get a good time lapse of cutting the rest of this pole out. That's a big square hole. That looks good. Got a little groundwater coming in from somewhere. Maybe because we're 5-6 feet below the pond. All right, so I just painted that side out. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that side out. This section right here, lay all that dirt out. You know, I'll cut half of that, and then I'll have to get up there and pile the dirt up out of the way again. Then come back and finish this corner right here, and then go in here and dig my sump pit, and we'll probably get some gravel put in here. Set the time lapse up and let you watch. Well, I put the cleanup bucket on and took down 4 sections of silt fence. I'm going to start flinging this dirt over here out of the way. I've got no room to work. I don't know why, but I had to take the quick connect fitting completely off the machine to get the dang pressure out of it so that I could get it plugged in. Never had to do that in a long time, but is what it is. It's on here now, and at least it feels like I'm moving more dirt. It might not be, but this is gonna, well, I needed the bucket anyways because I can't reach all the way over the edge anymore and put the bucket down flat to get a nice smooth bottom. But I could reach out there with this and be able to pull grade across the bottom. So I'm gonna get this pile of dirt laid back and go dig some more, finish that section of the pool up. Might have to put the digging bucket back on to dig the sump pit, or maybe I'll dig it with this, we'll see. But I need to get the bottom of the pool on grade and gravel put in there today, hopefully, and the sump pit dug. That way Jeff can put the pump in there and start the dewatering process. Not, this thing is going to fill up with water right fast. That's not going to be good. Piled up over here out of the way, I can move it around later, or I can send somebody else over here to stockpile the dirt. I just need this material moved so that I can bring gravel over here and dump it into the hole. impressive pool. It is probably the most impressive one I've ever been a part of. I haven't been a part of a whole lot of pools, but this one tops the cake. Heck, I still got to dig the damn steps too. I'll be back over here tomorrow. There ain't no way I can get all that done today. It ain't gonna happen. I gotta at least get the bottom of that thing covered in gravel though. I can dig out the other section tomorrow. Stressful. It's stressful. Well, this is kind of turning into a little bit of a gong show here. I didn't even film it, but the wall right here gave way because the old burn pit, which was supposed to be like 100 feet from anything that was ever going to be built, is right here. And water's just oozing out of it, liquefying that wall. And yeah, it's just dandy now. I'm trying to get this last corner cut out. Got no place to put dirt. And the hole's filling up. I'm gonna keep on plucking away at it. Probably need to sit right there and finish cutting this side out. That way I can keep this a nice straight edge, and if it caves off, that'll right there will cave off. Everything else is good, it's just this, you can see the water oozing out. That old burn pit's right there, and I guess it's saturated or whatnot, but yeah, dandy. Let me move this pile of dirt back, and then I'm going to clean up right here, sit there, and see if I can't get this side right here cut out and pull back. Alright, so I'm going to try to get this corner right here cut out and piled up over here. It's going to be a little bit tricky because this side that I'm working on keeps trying to slide off in there. This grading bucket does not cut a good edge, but it cleans the bottom up good, so it's kind of a give-take. See how jagged that cuts at? I know all that was pretty close to grade, so if it's got water on it, that's good enough. It's getting 10 inches of rock put in there, so it can do within an inch or so. Man, that's going to be hard to get that last little bit right there. Over there, clean that up, I guess. about doing the pool. I just couldn't fathom it being quite this deep right here. But it is. Giblets up somehow. Best I can. Keep digging this out, then trim this edge up right here and slick everything up. All right, this job's getting a little stressful here. I don't know why all that water's just oozing out the ground way up here, but it is. Hopefully I can get all this dirt pulled back and maybe get a ditch dug over there where it'll start draining towards the pond or something. I don't understand why it's coming out right there, but I dug a little sump pit. I'm gonna run to the house and grab a piece of 12-inch double wall. Jeff went to go get a sump pump, and I'm gonna put some gravel in there. We gotta put 10 inches of gravel in the entire bottom, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a little gravel and go ahead and stand that pipe up right there so he'll have a nice little well point to put the submersible pump in there. It should stay, you know, probably about 6 or 8 inches below this dirt right here, so hopefully that water will just go into that hole and keep the bottom of the work area dry. So I'm gonna run and go get that piece of pipe, come back and put that in, and then go ahead and get all this dirt moved out of the way where maybe I can get that to drain a little bit better. In fact, I may go ahead and just throw that dirt back right now and see if I can get that water diverted. So now we have a casing for the sump pump and slits cut in it to allow the water to flow down into it. So I'm going to get the excavator and get a bucket full of rock and dump some in the hole down there and make me a path to stand on, and then go ahead and stand this pipe up down there into that. And it looks like we've already lost some more dirt. Dandy. So put some gravel in the bottom of the pit there. I'm gonna go ahead and stand my pipe up, sit it in here, and a backfill with gravel, and that will be our new sump pit right there, if it'll stay put. I'll have to shovel some rock around it here real quick. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple more bucketfuls of gravel and fill all this in right here. Should be about 8 or 10 inches around this pipe. So gravel's gonna come up to about right here. And with those slits and all the gravel around it and the bottom, all that should just flow into that pipe, and we can put the pump in there and suck it right out.
top of the rock and fill that corner in. down here, I do believe. Get it as close as I can, but it's gonna be a little extra cleanup work, I think. Well, it's gonna be a wrap for today. I got the deep end dug for the pool, got the sump put in there, started getting some gravel put in there as well. Tomorrow, I guess I'll see how much this caves off this side right here. Like I said, this side was fill right here, so it's pretty spongy, so I may have to end up laying this back a lot more. Can't get a nice square edge like that over there, but is what it is. I'll come back tomorrow. I've got to dig out for the stairs right there and for the equipment room over there in that corner, and I'm gonna finish the evening out here for another 30 minutes or so, laying this dirt back to give me a little bit more room to work tomorrow. Don't die, Jeff. Sun's going down. I got the sump pump.
Hey, what happened to my camera?
That's my camera.
Oh, there's my camera.
Yeah, I was over here digging and the whole side caved off and I about went in the hole, and then I looked over there to see if your camera caught it, and it was laying on the ground upside down, so missed all that.
Of course.
But I do have the well put in there, so we can go down there and put that in there and get the water hose over into the pond. That'd be a good idea before you go down the ladder. Doing a lot of grunting.
Well, you know.
The good thing is I'm glad that pump fits down in there. Now you ain't gotta like smash it into the gravel.
Well, I just wanted to make sure it's set down there.
It's sitting down there.
Hopefully James is looking in the end of it.
Plug it in. I hear it making noises.
Yeah.
I should at least keep up. Any water coming out yet? I guess we need to go see how much is coming out the end now.
Huh. Look at that.
Dewatering 101.
Yeah. Huh.
Hopefully you don't touch the bottom when you're in here swimming. Pumping water, no comments. Be back tomorrow. Well, we're just putting the water back in the pond.
That's actually, you know, not bad for a
Little $100 pump.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it's got a float on it too, so it should cut itself off and on.
Costs as much as
the hose.
That's the only 3/4 hose they had was 100 foot long.
Really?
Yeah.
The hose and the power cord to finish getting over here. It'd probably pump better if we didn't have, 300 foot of power cord, but
Yeah.
the way I look at it, it's pumping, and that is enough to keep that from being a foot deep of water tomorrow. It's getting dark, we can't hardly see anything, so I'll catch you next time.